I think it's about time we had a conversation, a real conversation that is, about CarMax. Can you trust this car dealer or will they screw you over? Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or a tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's convo, I want to do an in-depth CarMax investigation. I want to look at the pros and cons. I want to look at their policies and fees, the process, how they buy cars from you, all the good things and also the bad things. All right. Before we get into the actual review, let's look at CarMax at a glance. What is it? CarMax is a car retail company that prides itself in providing a stress-free method for you to buy or sell your car. And with headquarters in Richmond, Virginia, and over 27,000 employees, CarMax has been around the block for at least 3 decades and has up to 200 physical locations across the United States. Those stats are impressive, folks. Really, 27,000 employees, more than 3 decades operational history, and more than 200 physical locations. That's great. When shopping for CarMax, you can elect for a curbside pickup or delivery. Since it also has physical stores, you may be able to visit a CarMax dealership to test drive a car. Today, CarMax has grown to be the go-to place for you to retail your car at a reasonable price, especially since you can do this online. And in today's show, our in-depth review will answer several questions, including, is it legit and safe? This is a question a lot of people are asking. Does CarMax offer value? Is the turnaround time average or better? What's really involved in the payment process? And another question is CarMax free? The thing here is that CarMax does not charge any fee to shop for used cars or to sell your car. However, and this is a big however, there are still some fees you may have to pay when buying a car from them. So you have transfer fee. So if a car you are interested in is in another lot, you may have to pay a transfer fee. This typically applies if the vehicle is out of state, and the cost will vary based on the distance. You also might be paying a processing fee. So like most dealers, some CarMax locations charge dealer fees for the paperwork. So about 50% of CarMax locations charge the dealer fee, and it can range from $100 to $500. And you also need to think about a delivery fee. To have your vehicle delivered when purchased online, you'll have to pay a delivery fee based on the distance. Let's talk about CarMax pros and cons. And here is what we like. Here are the pros. You have the ability to test drive, detailed inspection, great quality vehicles, customer service. We love the fact that they have a no haggle policy, which allows CarMax to pay you upfront. You can submit your application online without visiting the dealership. You don't have to deal with the stress of advertising or trying to convince strangers to buy your car. And CarMax offers a good price for your used vehicle. Okay. And we love that. So the ability to test drive is fantastic because they have physical locations. You can test drive a vehicle before purchasing if it's a location near you. And they only sell vehicles that pass an extensive inspection and have a clean title. And you have great quality vehicles. So since CarMax refurbishes and cleans vehicles before selling them, they have a new car feel. And we love the customer service. While CarMax still deals with unsatisfied customers and complaints, they still have a fairly strong reputation. The focus on offering a smoother customer experience and addressing warranty coverage cases. So this is for the pros, right? Let's talk about the cons. Here is what we believe CarMax could improve on. They're excellent, don't get me wrong, but they're not without drawbacks. So here are the drawbacks. Higher prices. They tend to be priced higher than the competition. For one, CarMax has physical locations that add overhead to its operations. Secondly, they perform extensive inspections, but this has a cost. They have lower offers, so CarMax is upfront about buying cars for below retail value. While you will get offers slightly below retail value, selling to CarMax is convenient and hassle-free, often faster and easier than trying to sell privately. To ensure the offer is fair, you should still know the market value and check offers from other dealers, okay? The transfer fees. I was speaking earlier about transfer fees. So if you want a vehicle moved to a location near you, you'll likely have to pay a non-refundable transfer fee. It is non-refundable. And there's no negotiation. So the haggle-free buying and selling is convenient, but it's not always the best way to get the best price. They have a high processing fee of between $100 and $500 in some CarMax outlets. And as much as the process is stress-free, you'll still have to visit an outlet before you can sell your car, as opposed to the option of an expert picking it up from your home, okay? So can you really trust CarMax given the pros and cons? Yes. Our answer is a resounding yes. CarMax is a legit company, but it is not accredited by the Better Business Bureau. However, they do have a 3-star, 3 to 4-star rating and review on consumer affairs. And common concerns include issues with the used vehicles, trouble getting the warranties, and low offers when trying to sell. And this is something you have to think about. Now, I mean, on the same note, we've seen that many customers also have had excellent experiences buying and selling on CarMax. Now, let's talk about the CarMax process. How does CarMax work? And this is an important element to take into account. So the thing is, with CarMax, you can browse used and new cars for sale. So when you go to the website, you can browse a whole constellation of cars. All cars have set prices for them because the company has a no haggle policy. Because CarMax also has physical locations, you can view the car in person. However, they also offer home delivery or curbside pickup services, okay? So they provide two very different services. You can buy the car through CarMax, or you can sell your car through CarMax. So how do you buy a car on CarMax? Search for a vehicle. It's pretty straightforward. It's like you go to a fashion catalog and just pick up a clothes, and have the clothes delivered to you. So you search for a vehicle. So you want to enter your desired criteria for the keyword, model, or make. Add any filters based on price, year, or tap to narrow the search. Compare the vehicles. So CarMax has interactive 360-degree profiles, so you can see the interior and obtain the VIN. Additionally, you get a free car history report from AutoCheck. And then payments. You need to confirm cash payments or get pre-approval for financing. What about trade-ins? You can get your trading offer online or schedule an appointment for an appraisal at a CarMax location. And you have to choose now delivery or pickup. So you can buy it online and have it shipped to a CarMax location for pickup. Some purchases also qualify for home delivery, and it will show up as an option on the listing. The other option is to schedule a test drive at the vehicle's location and complete the purchase in person. So this is for how you buy. What about how do you sell a car on CarMax? You give the car information, so you use their form to enter the details about the vehicle. You'll need to input the make, model, mileage, and year. Please be truthful here. Don't try to do any fishy business here. No, be truthful. Inspection. If CarMax is interested in your vehicle, they will send a message to schedule an inspection. Go to a CarMax location. You must bring your vehicle to a CarMax location near you for inspection. And please bring your title, payoff information, as well as a state ID, state issued ID. You also need all of the car keys and fobs. And you get an instant offer. If the vehicle meets their criteria, CarMax will give you an instant cash offer that's good for up to 7 days. You don't need to buy a car from CarMax to sell yours. I was speaking to you earlier about different types of deliveries, and I also mentioned the curbside, CarMax curbside. What is it? What is it really? Because a lot of folks use that word when discussing CarMax, but they really don't understand what it means. So CarMax offers contactless car buying via curbside. You can actually complete your necessary paperwork at home and then head to the nearest CarMax to test drive the vehicle. Okay. And the curbside allows car buyers to adhere to social distancing practices while buying. And it also saves time by allowing you to handle most of the process online. It's all about online. And CarMax does offer financing. So they do have options for financing. So their finance rates vary from 3 and 5% to 20%, with contract lengths between 36 and 72 months. And most credit profiles will qualify for financing from CarMax, though people with lower credit can also opt for a co-borrower. Having said that, they will approve you even if you have poor credit or no credit. Why? Because a car loan, by definition, is a collateralized loan, with the vehicle being the collateral, right? If you cease making payments, if you default, they'll just come and repo the car. So once you do that, once you have to click the link on the vehicle's car page if you want to get the financing. And you can also speak with a sales consultant about financing options. And CarMax financing options do consider your personal credit history, vehicle details, your application information, and the down payments. And again, you can also do a trading. So you can do a trading and also finance the remainder, right? So if, let's say you are trying to buy a car from CarMax from CarMax for $10,000, and you have a vehicle that they're willing to buy from you at $4,000. That's 10,000 minus 6,000 minus $4,000. So the balance, the remainder, the 6,000, you can choose to finance it through CarMax. Okay, and you will receive a haggle-free, transparent financing offer. And one thing I want to say here is that with CarMax, there is no negotiation. Their prices and their offers are always final, whether it is in terms of buying your car or giving you an APR. So you cannot negotiate an APR with CarMax. If they say it's 12%, you can't be like, listen, please help me out here. I want 10% or 12 or 9%. No, it's take it or lose it. Okay, and CarMax in some cases will check your credit score. And a credit score is really one of the criteria they use when determining financing options, not because they will deny you, but that will inform the kind of APR they will offer you. I will be right back, but after this, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Street Kiwi Show. We are still performing an in-depth review of CarMax today, and let's talk about CarMax policies and fees here. Now, CarMax does provide a limited warranty. The warranty covers the vehicle's major systems, right? I'm referring to transmission, electronics, engine, the drivetrain, very important, the electrical part, the steering, the cooling. You have climate control, you have suspension. So those are major systems that are important in every vehicle. And CarMax does provide a warranty to cover that. And they cover that for 90 days or up to 4,000 miles. And is CarMax Mass Care worth it? Now, CarMax Mass Care is the brand's extended warranty. All right. So you have the limited warranty for 90 days and you have the extended warranty. So Mass Care covers the core components of your car, also anything in the manufacturer's maintenance schedule. Your deductible will be between $100 to $500 per repair, and your payment for the plan is between $1,000 and $8,500 depending on the vehicle. Okay, you can only sign up for the Mass Care plan when purchasing your vehicle. Mass Care claims are not handled directly by CarMax. Instead, they will go through one of their partners, and the plan will not cover any repair without prior authorization, and it also does not cover the exhaust system or catalytic converter. Pretty important to know. So whether or not Mass Care is worth it depends on the cost of your plan and your financial situation. So the policy runs a bit cheaper than low-end plans, but Mass Care also has a high deductible. So for comprehensive coverage, based on our analysis, we believe you may be better off choosing a third-party warranty. Okay, and what about CarMax's return policy? You can return any car purchased from CarMax within 7 days for a full refund. Okay, 7 days. That's the threshold. And in terms of negotiation, again, you can't negotiate anything. There's nothing you can negotiate. CarMax uses a no haggle buying and selling policy. The price you see is what you will pay. The offer they give is the only one they will accept. There is no back and forth on negotiations. So this simplifies and speeds up the process. It's either you take it or you lose it. And at the end of the day, we kind of like that too, because it's very clear. They just stand by their choices, their options, and it's up to the customer to say, listen, this sounds fair or this doesn't. Speaking about negotiation, let's dig a little deeper into the process of buying a car, actually, of selling a car to CarMax. So selling a car to CarMax is more convenient and easy than working with a traditional dealer or selling your car privately. Because what we've seen in our analysis is that the selling procedure begins as simple as visiting the CarMax website and submitting a quick application to get a free appraisal. And with their no haggle policy, you will get an immediate upfront payment on your car, or you could choose to wait 7 days to consider your offer before concluding. What's best, CarMax buys all kinds of cars, so you don't have to worry about the model of the car you want to sell. Okay, and when it comes to the types of cars you can sell, CarMax isn't really picky. The company accepts all makes, like I said. That means you can even sell them a damaged car. That's fine. And so CarMax will even buy your car if it has engine issues, check engine light on, is junk. However, you should know that CarMax thoroughly inspects your car and checks your car's history, condition, and merits. CarMax will not buy a car with a salvage history, for example, frame damage, or flood damage. And what are the documents you need to sell a car to CarMax? What paperwork do you need to have? So the car title, the car registration. You must present a valid and current state issued ID, photo ID, and the car keys and remote. Okay, and CarMax will pay for your used car depending on a few criteria: the condition, the mileage, the accident history, the interior condition, are there any holes, marks, or burns, and the exterior condition, are there any dents, damage, or dings. Okay, it's something you have to think about. And in terms of fees, again, as I've said earlier, they might actually charge you a registration fee. Okay, title transfer fee, and tax fees, and those are really minimal depending on where you live. But yes, this is something that you will need to pay. And CarMax will provide a free valuation, though. They will provide that. There's no problem. But some CarMax outlets charge a processing fee of between $100 to $500 to cover the processes involved in handling all the sales paperwork. So I've just given you the theoretical process here, but how do you actually sell a car to CarMax? How do you do it on the website? Because they have a process on the website. Okay, and so what you have to do is that you have to log on to the CarMax website. So that's the very first step. You need to log on to the CarMax website, and you have to click on the sell option on the homepage. So on the homepage, they have sell/trading. So you have to click on that one. Okay, and once you do that, you need to fill out a form. There is a form that it's very straightforward. This is nothing complicated here. There's a form. So once you are on the sell/trading page, you'll need to fill out a quick form to provide details about your car. Again, please don't lie here. It's all about establishing, because they will find out anyway. They will inspect the car. Don't even try to, fix the quote unquote fix the odometer. We've seen cases where people were trying to doctor the odometer, and CarMax found out, and that wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty afterwards. So please be honest here. So you want to put details about the car, such as the make and model of your vehicle, the year of production, the present condition, the location of the car. So these details will help CarMax experts give you the best offer for your car. The third step is inspection. So if CarMax is interested in your car, they will send you a message notifying you to make an appointment and bring in your car for inspection. And this step is required so CarMax makes sure your vehicle meets the specifications you have provided. Step number 4, you'll receive a quote. So after the inspection, you will immediately receive a quote for your car. You can either accept the offer immediately or take a few days, again, up to 7 days to make a decision. Step number 5, you need to submit the document and hand in the car keys. Okay? And as soon as you accept an offer from CarMax, in other words, you have received the money and everything, all you have to do is to provide them with all the required documents and in your car key. Of course, you have to give them the key first before getting the money. Okay, be very responsive during that phase because CarMax is a very busy company. The sales reps are busy, so you got to be responsive. And the last step number 6, is to get paid. What's great about CarMax is that they hand you your payments the same day you sell your car to the company. CarMax pays with a bank draft, a type of check that guarantees the payments to be available by the issuing bank. Note that the bank draft must be deposited and cannot be cashed out. What about Carmax Alternatives, folks? Let's just have a quick chat about the alternatives. Carmax may be a great choice for some car purchases sales, but it's not the only option. Some of the top places to consider include used car search engines. This could be a great opportunity also, right? So many dealerships publish used car listings on search engines like Ride Shopper, Edmunds, Auto Tempest, and Car Direct. So you can see on the screen all of those four. So Edmunds, Auto Tempest, Ride Shopper, and Cars Direct. You also have, you can also use a swap lease. Here on swap lease, you can buy and sell cars under a lease. You have Vroom. Vroom is an online used car dealership that provides a simple experience that streamlines car shopping. You also have Carvana, which we have reviewed on other shows. So Carvana is another online used car dealership that provides financing. You can also try rental car companies. They're also fantastic. So Enterprise, Hertz, and Avis are the leading rental car companies, and you can find a good deal on a well-maintained used vehicle. You can also try the Costco Auto Program. Even though this is only available for Costco members, it's a great plan also. It provides members with pre-arranged special membership pricing on vehicles in dealerships across the country. Now, let's quickly do also when we talk about CarMax alternatives, let's quickly do two compare and contrast. We're going to compare CarMax to Pedal and then to CarBrain. So CarMax versus Pedal. So Pedal is one of the largest companies that purchase your used or even junk cars and operates nationwide. While both CarMax and Pedal provide an instant offer online, CarMax requires you to still visit their outlet for an inspection. On the other hand, Pedal will pick up or tow your vehicle right from your parking spot for free, leaving you with a check. Okay, so for Pedal, they buy used, damaged, or junk cars nationwide. You get instant quote on, you call 855-925-4302. You get free towing within 48 hours after offer, and you'll receive payments upon car collection. Then you have CarMax versus CarBrain. What is CarBrain? Now, CarBrain, formerly known as Damaged Cars, is a car retail company that specializes mostly in buying damaged or faulty cars to repurpose them. The main difference between CarMax and CarBrain is that CarBrain will accept your damaged or even junk car without you visiting their location. So the summary with the CarBrain is that you get an offer within 2 minutes. That's pretty fast, right? You sell your damaged car within 24 to 48 hours. There is free vehicle towing, and there are no fees to getting rid of your damaged car. So, folks, this is it. We're actually, this is for the CarMax review. The big question is CarMax a good deal? And overall, we would say that selling your car or buying a car from CarMax is worth it, especially if you don't want to go through the stress of selling your car by yourself or buying your car from a private party. Make sure, and this is important, selling to CarMax is especially convenient because the procedure is quick, meaning that you can get a quote from the company right after you have submitted an online form. But we would recommend taking a closer look at the pros and cons of selling your car with CarMax to make a rational decision. Okay, CarMax is definitely trustworthy, and it's worth it to sell your car to them. You cannot negotiate with them. That's the only thing. You cannot negotiate with CarMax. They offer no haggle pricing. While this saves you time, it also means there is no room for negotiating, right? And CarMax does not charge you to buy or sell with them. You will have to pay for shipping. If you buy from one of their physical locations, you also have to pay a transfer fee to have the car shipped to your local CarMax and dealership fees for paperwork. Okay, and is CarMax better than Carvana, for example? Well, that's a good question, because CarMax and Carvana both offer online car buying, but the main difference is that CarMax has physical locations, so you may be able to test drive or complete your purchase in person. Some people love to test drive and do everything like face to face. Some don't. But so if you are in the category of the person of people who want to test drive stuff, then you might love CarMax. CarMax, all cars they sell they are CarMax certified, meaning that they are free of flood damage and salvage history while passing a 125 plus point inspection. So they look at a lot of things. Think about that, 125 points when it comes to inspections. And in terms of CarMax Mass Care, is it worth the money? Well, I've spoken earlier about that. The thing here is that CarMax Mass Care offers an additional warranty beyond the free 90-day, 4,000-mile warranty, right? So buying cars online can be intimidating, and the additional warranty may be a great idea if it makes sense for you, financially speaking. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. Our score of CarMax is 9 over 10. Would we recommend this platform? Definitely. It's a great platform. They have more pros than cons, and we love all the features, customer service, and they've been around for 30 years. This is a great player, a solid player. Our score, 9 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I will see you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.